Imagine holding a phone that feels impossibly familiar the moment you pick it up. The reassuring click of physical keys, the compact curve that fits your palm, and a battery life that doesn't make you count minutes. This is not retro for the sake of nostalgia. This is a 2026 Nokia button phone built for people who want reliability, simplicity, and surprisingly modern power under a timeless shell. From the moment you turn it on, it greets you with a clean, distraction-free interface that gets straight to what matters. Calls that connect, messages that send, and a device that stays alive for days, not hours. The body is solid and sensible. A matte polycarbonate back with a subtle texture that resists fingerprints and slips comfortably into pockets. The frame feels sturdy, with no hollow creaks. Nokia's heritage of durability is visible in every seam. The 2.8-inch color display sits above a well-spaced T9 keypad with raised domed keys that have a pleasant travel and an audible click. There's a dedicated directional pad for quick navigation and two soft keys that change function depending on context. The phone is small enough to use one-handed yet large enough to avoid accidental dialing. It comes in understated colors, deep graphite, moss green, and warm copper, each giving the device a refined, modern look without screaming for attention. Out of the box, the phone pairs old-school simplicity with smart upgrades. Under the hood is a power-efficient chipset optimized for essential tasks, paired with 5G connectivity so voice calls, messaging, and light browsing happen fast and reliably. LTE fallback keeps you connected where 5G isn't available. Dual SIM support lets you balance work and personal lines without extra devices. Storage is modest but expandable via microSD. Perfect for a device that's not trying to replace your camera-heavy smartphone but still wants the option to hold music, maps, and essential files. The camera is humble but useful. A single 16-megapixel rear sensor with smart software does a great job in daylight, capturing crisp photos with natural colors. There's a basic portrait mode that keeps backgrounds pleasantly soft and a night mode that squeezes more detail out of low-light scenes than you'd expect from a button phone. Video recording at 1080p is stable and practical for quick clips. A small LED flash helps in darker situations. The camera is not about replacing dedicated cameras or high-end phone modules, it's about offering utility when you need to capture moments on the go. Battery life is where this phone truly shines. The combination of a power-efficient display, a conservative OS, and a large battery means you can easily go 3 to 5 days on a single charge with moderate use. For heavy talk and occasional browsing, 2 days is the safe bet. Fast charging is available for when you do need a boost, and wireless charging is supported via an optional accessory, keeping the daily routine effortless. No frantic searches for outlets, no constant battery anxiety, just a device that respects real life. The user interface is focused, polite, and fast. Nokia has refined a lightweight operating system that prioritizes core functions: calls, messages, contacts, and a minimal app suite that does what you need without nagging you. There's a streamlined web browser for quick lookups, an efficient email client, and a practical Maps app for simple navigation. For people who still value apps, the phone supports a curated store with lightweight versions of popular services, messaging apps, music streaming with offline support, and essential social media trimmed to work within the phone's constraints. Notifications are simple and unobtrusive, and there are powerful do not disturb controls for those who want uninterrupted time. Security is sensible and user-friendly. A pin and pattern lock keep the phone secure, and there's optional biometric support through a side-mounted fingerprint sensor for fast unlocks. The software receives regular security updates, and Nokia's commitment to long-term support means you won't be left exposed to vulnerabilities after a year. For business users, the phone offers encrypted communications options and secure VPN support, bringing modern privacy into a classic form factor. Call quality is exemplary. The earpiece is loud and clear with great noise cancellation, and the microphone picks up voices naturally even in busy environments. Speakerphone is robust enough for small group calls. The audio output via the 3.5mm headphone jack is a welcome nod to audiophiles who prefer wired listening. The digital-to-analog conversion is clean and full-bodied. Bluetooth supports modern codecs for a high-quality wireless listening experience, and the phone can pair with multiple devices seamlessly. Build quality extends to practical features. The keypad is water resistant and the device carries an IPX5 rating, so it can handle splashes and surprise rain. The display glass has a toughened coating to resist scratches, and the rounded edges make it comfortable to hold for long conversations. The phone is also exceptionally repairable. The back cover and battery are user removable, making replacements and upgrades straightforward and eco-friendly. This phone is ideal for a range of users. For the digital minimalist, it offers an escape from endless apps and attention traps while preserving essential connectivity. For seniors, it provides a large, tactile keypad, loud clear audio, and a simplified interface that makes communication straightforward. For travelers, the dual SIM, long battery life, and compact form factor make it a perfect backup or primary device when roaming. For professionals who need a reliable communication tool that doesn't compete for attention, this phone integrates into workflows without constant interruptions. There are thoughtful extras that elevate the experience. A classic FM radio with RDS keeps you connected to local news and music without data usage. Offline music playback through expandable storage makes long commutes pleasant. There's an SOS feature that sends location in pre-written messages to selected contacts with a long press action, an important safety tool for many users. The phone supports basic productivity features like calendar syncing, note-taking, and a voice recorder that's surprisingly useful for quick memos. The charging and accessory ecosystem is practical and forward-looking. A compact charger with a foldable plug comes in the box, and optional accessories like a rugged case, a leather pouch, and a desktop charging dock are available for those who want to customize their experience. The dock doubles as a bedside clock with gentle charging, a modern convenience wrapped in a vintage aesthetic. If you're wondering what you're sacrificing by choosing this device over a flagship smartphone, the answer is the constant churn of new features, the lure of infinite apps, and top-tier camera systems. But that's the point. This Nokia button phone is not a compromise, it's a deliberate choice. It gives you the essentials done exceptionally well. It gives you days of battery life, effortless calls, a tactile experience that reminds you what a phone used to be, and enough smart features to keep pace with 2026's connected world without drowning you in noise. In short, this is a phone for people who want